Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Nur Fatina Zia binti Abdul Alim. Matric nombor saya A18B0428. Okey. Today saya nak bincangkan ataupun kongsikan pengetahuan review saya mengenai macam mana delivery servis ni bergerak ataupun logistik delivery service bergerak during pandemic ni lah. As we know as today, kerajaan telah umumkan management control order ataupun perintah pengawalan kawalan pergerakan atau dikenali sebagai PKP kepada rakyat Malaysia lah, di mana kerajaan mengkarantinkan rakyat Malaysia untuk terus berada di rumah untuk memastikan kita selalu selamat dan selalu sihat lah. Selain itu, dia untuk mengelakkan jangkitan virus ni terus naik mendadak. Servis sangat besar, tapi saya bukan satu je lah, di mana pos laju kat Malaysia ni, sangat terkenal. Di mana pos laju ni always disebut-sebut oleh orang ramai zaman dulu kala-kala lah. Sekarang ni dah banyak dah. Daripada pos laju kita ada JNT, CTEX dan SSS lah. Sebenarnya penghapusan barangan ni saya lagi suka sebab kat pos laju ni diorang ni kan pos barang. Macam Foodpanda, diorang just ambil barang, take out barang for local. But untuk pos laju ni ataupun delivery service untuk penghapusan ni, diorang berisiko tinggi untuk dapatkan jangkitan COVID-19. Why? Because barang-barang yang diorang dapat tu untuk dihantar kepada customer, before hantar ke customer tu, barang tu daripada mana? Diorang never know daripada mana barang tu. Memanglah ada alamat kat situ, which is from China ke from overseas, another country, which is overseas, right? So dia punya risk untuk dapat ni very high. But diorang tak pernah mengecewakan kita, never give up. Diorang teruskan tanggungjawab diorang, kerja diorang untuk hantar barang kepada customer, which is barang tu keadaan baik dan elok. We have to thanks to them. So macam mana diorang bekerja kan? Macam mana diorang punya syarikat ambil langkah-langkah untuk memastikan health seperti safety dia punya bekerja tu kan? Tak tahu? Jom. Okay, step by step yang pos laju ambil ni dekat Malaysia ni untuk safety dengan health untuk pekerja-pekerja diorang ni, exactly they have, diorang punya postman have to wear mask, have to bring hand sanitizer, di mana diorang selalu kekalkan jarak sosial 1 meter daripada each other, not just to their customer but to their worker mates, dan kapal kerja yang lain lah. Lepas tu lagi satu, diorang pos laju ni ambil tindakan juga, di mana diorang perlu memakai sarung tangan lah masa menghantar barang, di mana customer tidak perlu sign dokumen penghantaran tersebut. Dia perlu ambil nombor phone je, nombor IC penerima sahaja. Lagi satu, diorang cut diorang punya operation time, which is hari biasa kita ambil waktu Kuala Lumpur lah, hari bekerja pada Kuala Lumpur, di mana Isnin sampai Jumaat yang bekerja daripada pukul 8.30 sampai pukul 3. Before MCO diorang bekerja sampai pukul 5.30 petang, but they have to cut the time untuk memastikan keselamatan dengan health untuk dia punya pekerja tu always terjamin, always terjaga. Di mana kalau hari Jumaat diorang akan cuti, hari Sabtu pula, Ahad diorang cuti lah. Hari Sabtu pula diorang cut time daripada 8.30 to 1pm untuk pos laju yang ada dalam pusat-pusat menimbelah. Contohnya macam KTBS kan, pun ada pos laju, diorang cut juga time diorang daripada pukul 10 sampai pukul 1 kan. Ini 3 step ataupun 3 langkah pos laju untuk jaga dia punya pekerja-pekerja, which is first, dia punya pekerja ataupun postman have to wearing mask, hand sanitizer, kekalkan 1 meter lah jarak sosial. Second, cut your operation time. Third, diorang kena pakai sarung tangan dan tak ambil tantangan untuk penerimaan pos just ambil nombor IC saja. Itu 3 langkah yang pos saja ambil lah dekat Malaysia.
Hey, come on, let's listen again. Alright, just now I just explained about logistic delivery service in Malaysia. So now I want to see how delivery service overseas work. Okay, in the video, just focus. As we can see in this video, where they were in dangerous situation. Before they send the parcel to the customer, they will spray sanitizer to the parcel first. Because for the safety customer and safety to the workers. So we can see in this video. Later the video will tell you how the customer react, and first step the customer will do it when they receive their parcel. So without waste our time, let's watch it.
You were trying to get a package, you wanted to wear your gloves, you're going outside to pick it up. So she is having her rubber gloves ready. If you guys are having any questions, please let me know, okay? So we've got I think I missed a question. So Anthony is asking, having sanitation methods added to supply chain? Yes, of course. Yeah. So what you're doing is that you need to spray the package from the outside, the outer package. She's got her alcohol over here to spray the entire package. And she's also wearing her face gloves, face mask. 你去那边。And she's going to open the package. I think the right way for it to do is to open it and throw the package away. Don't take it inside your home. That's a better way to do. And she's got her, looks like these are 2 snacks. What are you getting?
Tea.
Huh?
Tea.
Tea? Oh, okay, she got her tea. Okay, so after that, she throw the package away and she's disinfect her, sterilize her product one more time. Throw out. That's how you ensure the safety. And I would let it dry for a while. But anyway, okay, so that's how you get your product. How to.
So that's all for me. Maybe the information is too little, but this only can I tell how the logistic delivery service working during pandemic and how they ensure their safety and health on the same time. So thank you for watching, thank you for your time, thank you for everything. Selamat berpuasa, happy iftar.